In our quaint New England town, a pristine white blanket of snow enveloped everything, the result of a relentless snowfall that had danced through the night. As I lingered by the frosty window, cradling a steaming mug of tea, I beheld the early January light spilling a gentle radiance over the streets. The stillness outside enveloped me like a gentle embrace, almost sacred, stirring memories of the serene corners of my life that have emerged since Paul departed. When Paul walked away, it was just Sam and me embarking on a journey to create a new life together. At the tender age of 4, Sam watched as Paul walked away. Though the journey was fraught with challenges, Sam and I emerged victorious. He transformed into my steadfast anchor and the wellspring of my greatest joy. At the age of 21, Sam was embarking on a journey of self-discovery, shaping his identity and carving out his own path. As I pondered, I found myself contemplating the challenge of letting go of my aspiration, for they felt far too grand for the confines of this little town. The echo of footsteps descending the stairs roused me from my slumber. They moved with a calm confidence, mirroring the way Sam perceived himself in these times. He strolled into the kitchen, clad in pants and a cozy knit jacket, with his camera casually draped over his shoulder. His smile radiated warmth, a beacon of light even on a chilly January morning. He greeted me with a cheerful, "Good morning, Mom," and leaned in to plant a gentle kiss on my cheek. It was a subtle indication of his transformation that his beard had returned. I replied, "Good morning, my dear. Where might you be headed at such an early hour?" "The lake," he exclaimed, his voice brimming with excitement. "Once the snow has fallen, the light transforms into something magical, and I feel compelled to capture its beauty before it fades away." A swell of pride filled my chest, prompting a nod of acknowledgement. Sam had always discovered beauty in the small details that others might overlook. This is why his pictures seem to weave narratives rather than merely capture moments. "Are you in search of a listening ear?" To my own astonishment, I inquired. "Typically, I allow him to immerse himself in his art solo, yet today, an undeniable urge compelled me to step into his world." His eyes sparkled with joy. "Is that so? Will you join me on this journey?" I smiled and replied, "Of course." It has been ages since I last laid eyes on the lake during the winter months. We donned our warmest garments, shielding ourselves from the biting chill, and embarked on our journey. As we strolled through the snow-blanketed streets, the crisp air nipped at our skin. Though the lake lay just a short distance ahead, the journey there wrapped me in a soothing embrace of thoughts and tranquility. The moment we arrived at the shore, it was as if the world paused, leaving me utterly speechless. The pale sky and bare trees surrounding the lake reflected a haunting beauty, resembling a still mirror that captured the essence of the world above. Frost clung to the trees, transforming them into radiant jewels that sparkled in the gentle embrace of the early morning sun. With swift precision, Sam arranged his equipment, angling it just right to capture the perfect shot. The intensity of his eyes captivated me, and I was mesmerized by the way his hands danced with a blend of skill and deep emotion. In those moments, I glimpsed reflections of Paul, not the man who parted ways with us, but the once I cherished a dreamer. "Mother," Sam's voice pulled me from the depths of my thoughts, anchoring me firmly in the here and now. He regarded me with a gentle smile and a subtle tilt of his head. "Are you all right?" I remarked while clearing the snow from my coat, lost in thought. "Your father's spirit comes to mind as I watch you in action." I was taken aback that when Paul was mentioned, Sam did not respond negatively. He rarely spoke of him, yet today, a gentle warmth spread across his face. "Do you long for his presence?" he inquired. Before I nodded, I pondered the matter deeply. It doesn't always unfold as you might expect. I yearn for the family we were destined to become and the possibilities that lay before us. Yet I find peace in the way things have unfolded. It allowed me to share more moments with you. As Sam's gaze met mine, I felt an unspoken understanding pass between us. "Take a breath and share your thoughts for just a moment." As he approached, he set his camera aside and enveloped me in a heartfelt embrace. His warmth enveloped me, seeping through my clothes, and in that moment, I experienced a profound sense of safety that had eluded me for far too long. He spoke in a hushed tone. "I'm delighted it's only the two of us. It's perfect just as it is." I sensed the sting of tears welling up, yet I swiftly blinked them back into the depths of my soul. I spoke softly, and neither would I. As the sun began its ascent, we lingered by the lake, watching the snow dance in the morning light, and the frost had vanished. Sam captured it all. A glimmer danced upon the ice. A gentle ripple caressed the water where the ice kissed the shore, and faint fox tracks wove their way through the trees. As I observed him in action, a significant truth dawned upon me. Sam had transcended the role of merely being my child. He had stepped into adulthood, crafting his own aspiration, yet I understood that the bond we shared would remain unbreakable. regardless of the paths his dreams led him down, with a smile gracing my lips. I cast a glance at him as we strolled homeward. "Is that you, Sam?" he replied. "Yeah, craft of out everything. Seek out the beauty that surrounds you in the world. Indeed. That is precisely what we seek to have in abundance," he smiled, and his breath created a gentle mist. Gentle wisps drifting through the refreshing breeze. "Mother, I assure you, I will not. I give you my word." As we strolled through the snow together, an unusual feeling washed over me. A gentle whisper of spring seemed to have entered the world, bringing with it a warmth that blossomed within me. "Are you aware?" With a mischievous grin, Sam cast a glance my way, drawing me into the unfolding moment. At last, I see the reason my pictures have been flying under the radar lately. Sam raised his voice, his tone carrying a weight of gravity. My head tilted in curiosity at the unexpected words he spoke. He halted in his steps, lifted the camera, and aimed it directly at me. "The finest tale has always unfolded right before my eyes," he continued on, a smile gracing his lips with a hearty laugh. I swept away the snow that clung to my coat. "Are you referring to me?" "Not quite, Sam. I wouldn't exactly describe myself as appealing." He paused before responding. Before I could utter a word, he captured the moment with a photograph. At last, he revealed to her, "That's where you've missed the mark. In the tapestry of life, you shine as a truly remarkable individual. It's not about possessing flawless skin. It's about uncovering the essence of another soul. What tales do you have to share? Truly, you are remarkable." It wasn't the chill in the air that painted my cheeks a rosy hue. It was the words he spoke. "Surely, you understand the power of your words, don't you?" I responded, making an effort to keep my emotions in check. He offered a playful grin. He chuckled, claiming it was all part of the charm. The laughter continued to flow. As we strolled back to his house, he captured moments with his camera, playfully teasing the world around us with whimsical remarks and sharing inside jokes that only we understood. Upon our arrival at the house, a wave of joy washed over me, so intense that my face ached. Yet it was a delightful kind of pain. As we entered, the sound of his boots striking the wooden floor echoed through the space. With eager anticipation, he exclaimed, "I can't wait to show you these." I playfully removed my scarf and draped it over the door, a light-hearted gesture in the air. "I believe you will adore them, but only if I receive to grant the approval for the changes initially." As he ascended the stairs, he cast me a peculiar glance. "Do not be surprised if outcomes exceed your expectations," he reiterated. As I toiled away at the cleanup, a chuckle escaped my lips. A light-hearted moment amidst the task. The warmth of our exchange lingered on, a gentle reminder of the connection we shared. True to form, Sam remained absent for the remainder of the day. He wandered deep into his creative realm. At times, gentle melodies and the rhythmic clicking of his camera drifted down from his room. He was completely absorbed in his task, every ounce of his attention directed towards it. As dawn broke, the enticing aroma of freshly brewed coffee gently stirred me from my slumber. With a gentle stretch, I lingered in the warmth of my blankets, reluctant to part ways with their cozy embrace for the chill of the January air. As I contemplated the allure of lingering in bed just a bit longer, the door creaked open, breaking the stillness. Sam stood there, cradling a box that held a steaming mug of coffee, a muffin adorned with a flickering candle, and a delicate pot of flowers. With a gentle voice brimming with affection, he whispered, "Happy birthday, Mom." "Sam," I whispered softly. As I sat up, struggling to contain my tears, a wave of emotion surged within me. "This wasn't necessary for you to do." He placed the tray on my lap and said, "Of course I did. You are worthy of it." He perched on the edge of the bed, observing as I sipped my coffee and extinguished the light. It unfolded just as I had envisioned. The act, imbued with significance, cast a special glow over the day before it had even unfolded. Time slipped away effortlessly, woven with laughter and serene moments. The house held a stillness, as it often did when evening settled in. The serene stillness enveloped me, coaxing me to nestle into the couch with a book in hand. It was just before midnight when I finally caught the faint sound of Sam's footsteps descending the stairs. He stepped into the living room, cradling a sleek black box in his hands. His face was a canvas of neutrality, yet his eyes spoke volumes. Radiant with happiness, he stood before me, a glimmer of excitement in his eyes, and declared, "Mom, for your birthday, I have one more treat for you." I set my book aside and offered him a warm smile. "Sam, you've woven quite the tapestry of accomplishments today. What is this, I wonder?" he urged. "Unveil it and discover what's inside." Yet, there was a whimsical lilt to his voice. I carefully raised the lid, revealing the delicate layers of thin tissue within. Once upon a time, there was a simple sheet of paper. Inside, a stunning set of black underwear awaited, accompanied by a satin robe that seemed almost too soft to be real. Initially, I found myself at a loss for words as I gazed upon it. Sam, I started, though my voice trembled with uncertainty. This is delightful. With a grin that seemed to stretch wider, he interrupted her, but there is so much more to unfold. Slip it on and ascend. Trust in my words. Uncertain of how to respond to his request, I chose to bide my time, yet the excitement in his voice was infectious. With a surge of bravery, I finally uttered the word yes, and then I carried the box to my room. Once I donned the robe and underwear, I ascended the stairs, a swirl of nerves and excitement coursing through me. As I gently nudged his door open, words escaped me, leaving me in a moment of pure astonishment. The room was bathed in a gentle red glow, emanating from the lamps and the fabric that lovingly enveloped them. A sleek metal pole rose gracefully in the center of the room. In the corner, a machine was softly whirring delicate tendrils of smoke. On a nearby table, a sleek and classy black leather cat mask rested. Exuding an air of mystery and elegance, he gazed at me, the camera poised in his grip. With a warm and genuine tone, he said to her, "You look great." He then handed me the mask and said, "Put this on. What you see will shine even brighter in the photographs." Though uncertainty lingered, the warmth of his smile wrapped around me like a comforting embrace. Just for fun, he whispered gently, "Your generosity in assisting others has always been remarkable. I shall embark on this journey for you." With a steadying inhale, I donned the mask and stepped into the crimson glow. The atmosphere was alive with joyful melodies, and the rhythm compelled everyone to dance. Initially, I felt a bit out of place, but Sam's kind words and infectious laughter soon lifted my spirits. He skillfully guided me, weaving together moments that sparkled with joy and inspiration. He paused, lowering the camera for a brief moment, and remarked, "You're a natural. Your brilliance shines through so brightly. I doubt you're aware of it. Your honesty took me by surprise. As I gazed into his eyes, illuminated by the crimson glow, a shift stirred within me. Beyond the surface of parties and pictures, a deeper narrative unfolded. It was a journey toward intimacy. As the night unfolded, I surrendered my fears and embraced the moment. Enveloped in the warm red glow and gentle haze from the smoke machine, fully trusting him. The rhythm of the music enveloped the space. Joy enveloped me, revealing fragments of my true self. It had slipped from my memory for quite a while. Sam paused, fixing me with a solemn expression. "Your brilliance truly shines," he spoke, and within his voice lingered a hint of reverence. "Your confidence lies tucked away, waiting to be discovered." I chuckled and shook my head in amusement. "Conceal it? Dear Sam, tonight is anything but a typical Thursday for me." Sam smiled and remarked, "You have a gift, and I believe you're relishing this experience more than you're showing." I chuckled at his playful remark. Not all of his words were misguided. Allowing myself to be visible was a dance of liberation and exposure, intertwining freedom with a delicate sense of vulnerability. Suddenly, a memory surfaced, one that had slipped from my mind for years, buried beneath the weight of my work and responsibilities. "Do you find this intriguing?" I playfully crossed my arms and shot her a mischievous glance, teasing her in a light-hearted way. "Have you not witnessed anything remarkable yet?" Sam lifted an eyelid and his expression revealed that he was intrigued. "What other secrets do you wish to keep concealed?" I responded, shedding my satin robe to reveal the delicate lingerie beneath. "I once participated in heels classes," I mentioned. "I can still recall a handful of moves." His eyes widened in astonishment and he took a large step back, frantically waving his camera about. "Now, it's time for you to reveal it to me." "So be it," I declared with a mock gravitas. "Do not even think about laughing." A palpable thrill filled the air as I approached the shimmering silver pole. Once upon a time, it has been years since I embarked on a journey like this. Yet the muscles hold onto memories of the past. As I slipped off my shoes, I reached for the pole, my body flowing effortlessly as I ascended. With a graceful arc, I transitioned into a spin, embracing the moment. The seamlessness of the movement revealed the countless hours I had dedicated to perfecting my form. Sam stood motionless, and for a fleeting moment, the presence of his camera slipped from my mind as I transitioned into a series of movements. I had forgotten that I still possessed the knowledge of how to do it. A cartwheel, a fireman's spin, and even a daring ascent up the pole. As I descended, the gentle crimson glow danced upon the shimmering surface, and my steps were fluid and confident. As I touched the earth beneath me, I glanced back to find Sam, his hands coming together in a joyful rhythm, a genuine smile lighting up his face. He strolled over to me and exclaimed, "Mom, that was incredible. What a surprise. I had no idea you were capable of that." I shrugged, breathless yet exhilarated. "Once upon a time, in a distant past. Once upon a time, in a world before your rival, I found joy in the halls of learning, where each day unfolded like a new chapter waiting to be explored." Little did I know that it would remain with me all this time. Well, I'm officially impressed, he said, his voice softening as a spark of pride illuminated his tone. Ah, what a sight to behold, your beauty shines brightly. His speech resonated with an unexpected sincerity that caught me off guard. He leaned in, brushing his lips against my cheek with a gentle touch. The gentle embrace of his affection lingered, wrapping around me like a soft, comforting blanket. You truly look magnificent this evening, he remarked, stepping aside to create space for me. I truly mean it. For a brief moment, words eluded me. The moment resonated profoundly, illuminated by his smile and the genuine respect woven into his words. I expressed my gratitude and deftly arranged the robe about my shoulders. Many thanks, Sam. As the music shifted to a gentler melody, I suddenly noticed the profound stillness that enveloped the house. The realm beyond his chamber felt distant and insignificant. In that secluded space, it was just us. And the connection we shared was so profound that no words could ever capture its essence. With a glint in his eye, Sam lifted his camera once more, a smile spreading across his face as he prepared to capture the moment. Could I have one final chance? It's a simple scene. Just you and the pole, stripped of all extravagance. I found myself wavering. Yet the spark of encouragement in his gaze made it nearly impossible to refuse. I gently rested against the pole, allowing the robe to cascade over my shoulders. I gazed into his eyes, peering through the lens. When the flash illuminated the scene, it captured a moment that would forever be etched in my memory. He gently lowered the camera, a satisfied smile gracing his lips as he declared, "Perfect. How is it that you excel at this?" I chuckled and gave a slight shake of my head. "In my eyes, you possess remarkable shooting skills." He drew nearer, and his expression softened like the gentle light of dawn. He replied, "Perhaps. Yet I sense you might be placing too great an expectation upon me." "Dear Mom, your uniqueness has always shone brightly. Fortune smiles upon me as I witness it unfold." His words brought me to a standstill. Though our words were playful, this moment carried a weight that resonated deeply. It felt as though we had rediscovered a hidden chapter of our relationship, one that had been patiently waiting for its moment to shine. As the evening gently drew to a close, a serene and tranquil atmosphere enveloped the surroundings. Once Sam tucked his camera away, I found myself breathless from my impulsive performance, and we shared a hearty laugh over a late-night cup of tea in the cozy kitchen. It felt familiar and effortless, as if the night had woven our paths together. As I settled into bed, a whirlwind of emotions swirled within me: sadness, happiness, pride, and an elusive feeling that danced just out of reach. Sam had always been my everything, the guiding light that helped me navigate the darkest moments of my life. Yet tonight, he offered me a gift I never realized. I craved a chance to embrace life anew. Starting tomorrow, all will be well. Yet, as I prepared to drift into slumber, my mind wandered to the crimson glow, the echoes of laughter, and the profound connection shared between a mother and her son. The morning brought a quieter ambience to the house, a gentle hush that felt different from the usual clamor. As the hours slipped away, curiosity began to weave its way into my thoughts about Sam, who had yet to make his descent from upstairs. At this moment, he would typically be found in the kitchen, brewing coffee or tinkering with his camera. Instead, there was an eerie hush, as if the very air had shifted. My curiosity led me to seek him out, compelled by an urge to know more. As I ascended the stairs, I paused outside his door, straining to hear what lay beyond. A gentle murmur and delicate gestures drew me in, allowing the subtle cadence of his voice to reach my ears. I knocked, but I didn't linger for a response. "Who is it, Sam?" As I swung the door open, my voice rang out. I froze in place as the realization of my actions washed over me. He lay on his bed, legs stretched out and a camera in his hand. The screen emitted a soft, muted glow, and instantly, I recognized the images it held. Snapshots from the final evening. The images of me, draped in a satin robe, enveloped in a gentle haze of smoke, captured beneath the glow of red light. Upon hearing my voice, he swiftly pivoted and placed the lens is closed. His face flushed with color and he sprang upright, desperately avoiding my gaze. "Oh, mother." He stumbled over his words. "I was lost in thought and didn't catch the sound of your arrival." I stepped inside and gently closed the door behind me. I spoke to Sam in a gentle tone. "It's perfectly fine," to soothe him. "What made you switch it off so swiftly?" I can see. As he gazed down, the sound barely rose above a whisper. "Behold, dear staff." I offered him a gentle smile and settled beside him on the edge of the bed. "That image was captured by you, Sam. I have faith in you, and I'm eager to witness what you've captured." He took a brief pause, his fingers turning pale as he gripped the camera with intensity. His visage remained crimson and the edges of his ears glowed with a fiery hue. After a brief moment of silence, He exhaled deeply, nodded, and with a hint of reluctance, handed me the camera. His gaze was locked onto the ground as he murmured, "I didn't mean to make this awkward. I simply wished to ensure that I had taken all the right steps." I gently lifted the camera, activated it, and gazed through the lens. Through the images. Every image held its own unique charm. He ensnared me in a glow I couldn't fully comprehend. A blend of allure, strength, and gentleness that felt almost otherworldly. In certain snapshots, I found myself laughing with such joy. It was a moment so profound that my head was thrown back in pure joy. In some moments, I embodied a more serious and controlled demeanor, while the red light illuminated every detail with striking clarity. "Sam," I said, my voice trembling as I gazed at the images, "these are truly fascinating." He finally lifted his gaze, and his expression revealed a blend of concern and optimism. "Do you truly hold that belief?" As our gazes met, I offered a subtle nod. A silent agreement passing between us. "Sam, your gifts shine brightly. That's the lens through which you perceive the world and the way you perceive me." Words escaped me in this moment. He bit his lip, a shy smile creeping across his face, and the tension in his shoulders eased just a bit. He spoke gently, "I just wanted you to see how truly amazing you are, Mom. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for everything you've done for me." I set the camera aside and softly clasped his hand. "Sam, you've shared so much with me already. What else do you have to share?" We lingered in silence for a moment, our emotions weighty yet at ease. Even in the absence of words, his cheek still held a rosy hue when my gaze fell upon him. Yet his expression revealed a tender vulnerability, a testament to the depth of his growth. With a playful nudge, I pointed out, "Your blush," hoping to lighten the mood and ease the tension in the air. With a gentle chuckle, he tousled his hair, a playful gesture that spoke volumes. "I never imagined you'd stroll in while I was admiring them," he remarked, a self-satisfied smile playing on his lips. As I returned the camera to him, I reassured him, saying, "Don't feel embarrassed. The creation you brought forth is truly beautiful, and my heart swells with pride for you." As he brushed my fingers with his, he cradled the camera close to his heart. With a gentle yet heartfelt tone, he expressed his gratitude, saying, "Thanks, Mom. My heartfelt gratitude to you." As I had done the night before, I leaned in closely and pressed a gentle kiss on his cheek. His skin radiated warmth and a smile graced his lips, his eyes shimmering with gratitude. I shared with Sam as I stood there, "You possess a remarkable gift. Never allow anyone to sway your convictions." As I stepped away from his room, I gently closed the door behind me. In that moment of reflection, a warm tide of joy and affection washed over me.